Hey, everybody, let's get George in here. Let's get George in here. Hey, George.
Hello. Ho, ho, ho. It's July, but it's nice to think cold. I love seeing snow.
Oh, yes, it's snowing in here today. Holy smokes, 85 peeps already. They're waiting for some Christmas.
No, that's great. Well, there's only 180 shopping days left, but I've got a bunch of fun vintage and just I came across a collection and I asked Heidi if she would be willing to do a Christmas in July, and she said, I've got stuff, let's do it. I don't think either of us have ever done this before, have we?
No, we certainly haven't done it together. So I'm just looking at everybody. Look at everybody's in the house already. Holy
Yeah.
smokes. Sorry, Lena. I hope we can make your day a little bit brighter this afternoon. Tammy, Nancy. So we have to remember everybody's here. If you're watching on any of our Facebook groups, you can see us, but we can't see you. So you're going to have to go over to either one of our YouTube pages, the Antique Nomad Live or Rosie's Auction House, so we can see you. If you're on my friends page, all 4,400 of you, you can bid. All right. Hi, Tammy, Elfin Poodle. Hello. Oh, look, Nancy Adams here's George.
Oh, well, hello, Nancy. That's great. Oh, my gosh. We have so many fun people in the house. I saw Marcy here and Elderly Poodles here and 147 I Love Vintage and Vicky Combs, Tammy, and gosh, a whole bunch of people. In fact, some people I don't even know. So thank you for being here and welcome. Nice to meet you.
Yes. Does anybody have any questions before we begin? We have a hodgepodge of Christmas. I have a lot of Fenton animals, Longaberger, some newer stuff, some snow babies.
Oh, good.
What do you got, George?
Oh, gosh, I've got a little bit of Holt Howard, and I've got one ceramic Christmas tree in a nice size that you can use on your desk or in a small space. And I've got one blow mold in the original box. You can probably see that behind me there. I've got a popcorn Santa. I've got a bunch of fun little ornaments and doodads. And yeah, I think this is just going to be fun. I loved actually breaking this stuff out and looking at it not in season. I usually hold on to all of this stuff and only put it out like the day before Thanksgiving. So this is very unusual for me, but I went to an estate and there were a couple of boxes of these and they need to go somewhere. So I figured that we should give them to the people who love it the best. And here they are.
And it looks like we have Zena behind the scenes. So Zena, I hope you're keeping cool tonight. And that icy eggnog, we'll take some here. George, what is the temperature where you're at?
It's Seattle, and of course everybody knows Seattle is always cool and rainy, so it's so sunny I had to put a cover over the window behind me so I wouldn't get light through it because it's 90 degrees outside.
Oh my goodness.
Yes.
Look at everybody that's here. We got to get started. There's already 118 peeps in the house.
Oh, gosh.
I'm trying to say hello to everybody, but at this point, hello, everybody.
Hello, everyone. I know we didn't get everybody, but we're very glad you're all here.
Okay, so what we're going to do is put the item up, play the music, and we'll ask you if you're in or out. I don't think we need the timer. Do you think we need the timer, George? We can do it, but...
let's just see how it goes. If you think it's useful later, then bring it on. But we can probably just sort of gauge how it's going. And yeah, we'll just clip right along.
I'll tell you what, we're leaving it up because there's already 126 people here. So if we can't keep track of your bids, we're going to have to put the timer up. And because we don't want to miss any bids. And sometimes it's really
you know
hard.
what? Yeah, good point. Good point.
Okay, we're going to do it. We will put the timer up, but it's not going to be anything that's going to be like clockwork. So if the bids start slowing down, we'll put the 30-second timer on and you'll have to come in before the timer runs out. Okay. All right, George, I'll go first. How's that sound? I got some cute little things.
Please do.
Okay. All right, what I have is going to be choice. And these are more contemporary, I'm sure, but they're cute. They're Lennox. Oh, I didn't even know that. And it is the Scrooge. No, the Grinch. Oh my gosh, George. I just called it Scrooge. It's been way too long. The Grinch
Yeah,
And
when
his
you're
little,
not thinking about it, it's like, oh, Christmas.
yes. What's his dog's name? I don't know. But these are Lennox. And this is a salt and pepper shaker. So that is one choice. Then we have this Mary Hadley set. And there's two of these. Is it Mary Hadley? M.A. Hadley. These are like around the Kentucky area. It's a pottery. I don't even know if they're in business anymore. They were taken over or something. I don't know. But you guys who are familiar with that, you'll know who we're talking about. You're going to get your choice of these two little Christmas tree little dishes. Merry Christmas to you. A very Merry Christmas. Or the Grinch and a little dog too. We'll start this out at $3. And we'll put on the music. And of course, we have Christmas music. And then as the bidding slows, we'll put the timer up. And so give me just a chance. Zeno, if you're around and you want to do that start, man, we'd appreciate that. If not, we don't want to give you a job. Did he do that or did you?
I did it. I'm going to try to do. I'll try to do it for you. I'll try to remember.
Okay. So I'm going to turn the music down and we're going to see how this goes.
Math. Okay.
Okay, here we go. Here we go. All right. The dog is Max, of course. Oh my gosh, who doesn't watch The Grinch and just love Max the dog? So you're going to get your choice of these two. Okay? Or The Grinch with Max. What's he doing? Oh, he is holding up that bag of toys for all the little good girls and boys. $8, Mary Hogue. You're going to get your choice. There are two things to choose from here. Susan Lee is in at 10. Oh, we got some people from Hawaii. Hi, Michelle. Let me see if I can move that over. I have the hardest time moving things over. There we go. Oh, that camera's not that great. If it's not any better than that, we won't use it. Susan Lee is in at 15. Right away, I'm going to go ahead and put the timer on. So it's going to be 30 seconds and out. You're going to get either one. Let's see where we're at. Hi, Michelle. I'm curious, Michelle, has the temperature in Hawaii been really hot or has it kind of been a normal year for you there? I don't really hear about you guys on the news. 18 with Michelle.
Yeah, that's because they have no weather. It's perfect.
20 with Mary. Spaghetti Santas. I don't know. I have Santas, but I don't know. I really don't know what I have. You can bid here, Beth Kemper. 22 with Susan Lee. 10 seconds left. It's normal in Hawaii, 85-ish and 72 at night. Mary Hogue is in at 25 for a set or a choice. And George is going to do our sold for us. Naomi, you're seeing all the bids from whichever page you're on. Okay, so that's why George is highlighting it over there. And our winner is Mary Hogue. So Mary, would you like the Grinch and Max or would you like the M.A. Hadley set? And our backup is Susan Lee. You got it? Okay. Yep. Nice to see you tonight, Beth. And hey, Karen. So Mary, let us know if you want the Grinch or the M.A. Hadley. Our backup is going to be Susan.
Okay, Mary will take the Lennox.
Okay. And Susan, I have this left. Susan Lee at 22, or well, $25, but you're the backup because you were at 22. So Mary Hogue gets $4.21. Salt and peppers. That was 25. Okay. Hi, Mary. Okay, I tell you what, I think you all wanted the salt and peppers. So I'm going to put these up as a set for 15. And just say you want the M.A. Hadley set. And it's 15, and we're going to move on to George.
Okay, well, I've got lots of fun things. This is going to be enjoyable. I have a couple of ornaments to start because, what's more Christmas than that? And these are a choice, and they're very different choices. Most of my choices are not actually very similar tonight. So one person can have one thing they want, and one person can have something completely different. This ornament here, I thought this was interesting because of the mark. It is hand painted. These are going to start at $5, by the way, if you want to get a start price going. So $5 choice, but this one is marked Yona Original Japan. And that's kind of different because Yona was actually a California pottery maker in the 1940s. And then in the 50s, they switched over to Japanese production. So this is a 50s piece from Japan. And I think it's actually pretty cute. It's the Caroler. It's about 4 inches tall. And then this one is a very nice filigree. It's the last one I have left. I had a whole bunch of these last year and sold a whole bunch. This one is supposed to be Noah's Ark, but it is part of a Christmas ornament series of various biblical things. And I just thought that this was very pretty and very flashy. If you like the gold, it's got a lot of detail. I think these were made in England, if I'm not mistaken, because some of them had the made in England tag on them. So it is choice of the two, and it is $5 choice. If anyone is out there for these, go ahead and place your bid, and then we will.
Oh, goodness. I love the gold on the Noah's Ark. Can you imagine that with just the little glow of the lights on the Christmas tree?
Yeah.
And as it turns, it's going to pick up that light. Oh, that would be so pretty.
Yeah, it came from a house where they had an entire tree that was decorated only in these, and it's the last one I have. I thought I had sold them all, and then one more popped up, so I thought I would offer it now. So if anyone is in the mood for these, let us know. And
$5 for choice. Make sure you're
choice.
Yep, make sure you're in live chat, and just imagine your grandkids seeing that Noah's Ark. What an interesting thing that's going to be for them. And isn't it true, George? Growing up, you went to Grandma and Grandpa's and you always went to the same ornament to see if you could find it on the tree year after year.
Absolutely. Oh, that's so funny. I hadn't even thought of that, but that's right. You always had your favorite, and then you went to it every time. And yeah, in my case, it was they would put these stuffed artificial birds that were colored in very chartreuse and poppy 1950s colors. And I would look for them every time. And I would look for them, and so would our cat. Once Grandma and Grandpa were gone, and we had them on our tree, my mother thought it'd be really clever one year to get that ornament that chirps like a bird. And the next thing we knew, the two cats were up in the tree, and the tree came down with everything on it, and cats and all. And that was the end of the chirpy Christmas bird ornament.
Somebody wants to know if the Noah's Ark has a hole in the bottom to put a light through.
That's a good question. It would be fun if you could do that. And it actually does have an empty space. So yes, you could put a bulb up in there.
Okay. $10 for choice with Kay. Hi, Gail Beals. Nice to see you tonight.
And if you want to go ahead and run the timer, I know the music's just coming stop, so I'll let you be in control of that. But we can, I know we've got a lot of stuff to show everybody.
We do. All right, timering out, and here it goes. Hi, Lisa.
Yes, and Noah's Ark seems to have a giraffe, Noah, a monkey. Trying to see what other critters are on there. This one is some sort of a squirrel, I guess. Looks like a cat. A bunch of stuff.
And you could even have that little angel personalized. If you were very artistic, you could personalize your grandchild's name on the skirt. That would be so cool.
That's true, actually. And in cold paint, that doesn't actually do anything bad for it because it's a glaze. It's a very nice glaze, actually. This one's actually really well made. Better than the Yona stuff that was made in the US. I hate to say that out loud, but it's true. Okay, and we're sold. And let's see. Looks like Karen, am I right?
Yes, Karen Kitchen.
Karen Kitchen, your choice, $15. Let us know if you want one or both. And if you just want one, we'll go to the backup bidder for the other. And I'm going to set these down real quickly because my camera is a long way from me tonight, and it's to make it not wiggle, but it also means that I have to hold these things out at extension, and I'm old and tired.
Karen takes the arc.
Okay,
and,
very good.
Lisa, you're actually the backup. Lisa, would you like the little gal there?
If anyone is interested in this one, this is the one for our backup. Okay, no, thank you. If anyone else is interested in this, just let us know in the chat.
Yep, just let us know you want it. Okay. Hey, Ashley. Nobody picked these up, and I'm here to move them. So if you want them for $10, you can get them M.A. Hadley set. Elderly, I think you're lagging, sweetie. Okay, so this is going to be choice, and I have a nice big coffee mug. This is Longaberger. And you're going to get your choice of mug. We have 2 of the holly and berry, small ones, and then we have the big one, the big holly and berry. So these are Longabergers. You'll take the adorable choir boy, Pooh. Pooh will. Elderly
Pooh got it.
Okay, so this is one. I think we're just going to wait till the bidding slows, and I'll put the clock on these smaller items here. So you're going to get your choice. Hi, John. You're going to get your choice of 1 cup. Longaberger pottery. They make the best baskets in the whole darn world, but they also are pretty cool at making pottery too. Microwavable, dishwasher safe, oven safe. You're going to get your choice. There's 1 of these and there's 2 of these. The small holly and berry or the bigger one. And these are Longaberger pottery. We have $3. I tell you what I'm going to do. We're just going to run with it. So 30 seconds and out. And here we go. I'll sell at least 1. Michelle Redman is at 5. No music this time. We'll hustle it along if we've got smaller items. We'll use the music for a little bit bigger stuff. Gail Beals is in at $6. Welcome 156 peeps to our snowy little abode in the woods. Hey. Gail is at 6. Michelle is in at 7. And we have about 15 seconds left. They're going to sell.
And Longaberger is not made anymore, from what I understand, in the USA. So these are no longer available. Get them now.
Now, Michelle is assuring her bid. That's why she's not bidding against herself when we use the timer. That's important to know. We don't do just in cases here.
Oh, and I got to put it in. And oh, you did it. Sorry. That was fast.
Yes, Dora, we see you. Okay, Michelle Redman is in at $9. So let us know, Michelle. You can take them all if you want. Gail came in after, so they are $9 a piece. And Timmy is actually our backup. Going to Hawaii. I'd like to personally deliver these, and I'd like to bring George with me. Can you come, George?
Yeah, that's fine. And let's do it at Christmas.
Let us know.
Christmas in Hawaii is like Christmas in Florida is certainly different. They have dolphins pulling Santa's sleigh and all sorts of fun stuff. She takes them all.
Yes, and just so you know, Michelle, I'm going to put 1 number on them. I'm going to turn it into a lot for 30, for whatever it was, a lot for 27, I think it was.
Oh, Pamela, you were in the spirit of it. That's great.
Okay, George.
You missed the seasons. I have to be honest. To me, the seasons are late spring, summer, late summer, and next summer. But then again, fall is very pretty. Late spring is good with flowers. Winter is beautiful from a distance. I'll just say that. Anyway, we're going to start off here. I figured that there is nothing more Christmas than Christmas pins. And I have a choice here. We're going to just start these at $5. These are from the 1970s, and the choice is the mid-century modern Christmas tree with the rhinestone ornaments that swoop up in the gold, which is this one, or this snowflake. And this snowflake has a nice Aurora Borealis pin in the middle. But the other thing that's nice about this, if you're someone who likes sign jewelry, is it's got the Sarah Coventry mark right there. So it is Sarah Coventry. And Sarah Coventry, we know, is 70s. They changed to just Coventry was their brand after the 1970s. So we know that these both have a little bit of age. I try to get the ones that are a little older, and we've got Elderly Poodle at 5, and now Stripe at 5, now $7 I like these. I sell these year round. Some people, of course, wear them, and some people arrange them in frames and make all sorts of stuff out of them. My grandmother was one of those. She would have a tree pin at the top, and then she'd do all her other pins in the shape of the tree, but she never took the backs off. She always did it on soft foam core or something, so she could take one off and wear it if she wanted to, which I thought was smart. So yeah, they are pretty. I just think I just love rhinestones. And I like the fact that the tree has a little bit of blue in it, because, you know, we do a lot of red and green at Christmas, but blue is the other, thanks to Elvis especially, ending in Grondel Christmas plates, blue is the other official Christmas color. So.
Oh, yeah.
Beth at 12.
Blue Christmas.
Blue Christmas, yes. I did a tree all blue one year for Blue Christmas. It was fun.
Here we go.
I should wear rhinestones. Hi, Naomi. Well, you and I both love the jewelry. Yes, Naomi. We had a great time at the Rose City Vintage Market, and we both brought and sold a lot of jewelry. So yes, we do love the jewelry. Love blue for Christmas. That's great. Oh, thank you, Miss Wildlife. Appreciate that. Thumbs always help.
Watch that clock. Try to get your bids in before try to get your bids in the first 10 seconds.
$13 choice. We're almost there, folks.
It's so nice to see everybody tonight. Holy smokes.
Yeah. I'm so glad you're having fun with us here. Oh, yes, Naomi has to leave early to host a jewelry sale. Yes, she is definitely good with all that. Okay, I think we've got a sold here. And, oh, at the last minute, if I'm seeing that right, it looks like Cheyenne Kutch is our high bidder. Am I seeing that correctly?
I don't see her, George.
She's on a Facebook, it says. And it says bid 14.
Well, if you see her, I don't see her. So go ahead and
I'll highlight it.
Yep, highlight it.
Let me see here. Oh,
I see her saying
I saw it and now it went away.
Okay.
Oh, that's the weirdest thing. It was there and then it was not. So I'm not sure what to do, because I see her here and I saw her bid and it came in before the sold here.
Oh, she's claiming the snowflake. So.
Okay.
Probably a glitch.
She's got the snowflake. Beth Kemper, if you would like this Christmas tree, it may be yours. So let us know.
Hi, Willie Joe.
Yeah, and I know some of you folks, because she's in a Facebook room, are not going to see her, and I know that makes it a little confusing.
Yeah, if you're in a group, if you're in any of the groups, we can't see you. If you're on my personal page, we can see you. So okay. You need to go to one of our YouTube pages if you want to participate. That's all in the description. Okay.
Okay.
Beth said she's going to take it. Okay.
Okay, that's great. And then Cheyenne and anybody who hasn't bought from me before, please do send your information to me at theantiquenomad@gmail.com, and that'll spur me to get you an invoice.
Okay. I have a choice of two things again here, and we're going to start these at $5. And what we have is this Christmas tree. This is infused with green. It's signed Midwest, and it's a crystal Christmas tree infused with green. So that's really cool. And then I have this one too. This one has like a felt background, and it is a candle holder. It's a candle holder, and you can see you can put your little votive in there or your tea light. And there is the little nativity scene in there. It's all in miniature. So you're going to get your choice, and we will start these at $5. Either the tree or the candle holder.
I think I had that same crush in another piece as a kid. I remember that.
What did you call it?
The crush, the nativity scene.
Okay. I'm trying to find my tape measure, and I'll put the music on as soon as I can grab it. Okay, here we go. So you'll get your choice of either one. So this nativity scene is 8 inches tall. This is like a velvet. You know, a lot of times these things were given away for kids in school. You went door to door and they were used as fundraisers. I don't know if this one was, but it kind of reminds me of that. And it's all there. It's all there. And then we have, I just never heard that before, Boo. Then we have this Christmas tree, and the Christmas tree is 6 inches. $10 with Elderly Pooh. You'll get either one. You might want them both. $10 Elderly Pooh. You sell those glass trees in your booth for around $30. They go, I know, I thought I had a bunch of them, but you know what? I think last year they were harder for me to get because I used to buy like tons of these for a couple bucks here and there. And last year I couldn't find any of them. So we got one. $10 is bid, and I will go ahead and put the timer on right away. We'll move very quickly tonight if we can. So take advantage of it tonight. Go ahead and get it early and stick it away. And before you know it, Christmas will be up. And here we go. Although we got to do teak stuck in between.
Yes, we have a few things, yes.
Yeah. Deb Fines is in at 11. Willie Joe is in at 12. Hi, Jennifer. We see you, but you just lagged a little bit. We have about 15 seconds left, so get your bids in. Willie Joe is at 12. You're going to get choice now. Timmy, this looks like you. Timmy Perry, $15. Carol. Last chance. Okay. 16 with Elderly Pooh, and it is sold. Thank you.
Oh, I'm sorry. I see Deb's Fines before at 16. Am I wrong?
Yep, that's it.
Okay.
Deb Fines followed by Pooh. Let us know, Deb. The choice is yours. It's going to New Mexico. You're watching live, Cheyenne, right where you're at. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We're so happy to see you on the Facebook page. Okay, Deb is going to take the tree. And our backup bidder is Elderly Pooh. If you would like this. And Pooh takes the candle holder.
Great.
And Pooh, can you give me a first name? And that's 16.
It's Catherine.
Yes. Okay. Got it. That always helps me remember. 424, the candle holder goes to Pooh. And that's 16. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, well, we will get into some bigger stuff soon, but I just thought these were so cute. And I got a whole box full, so I tried to pick the best ones. And we'll do at least one lot of them as choice, and then maybe later we'll do another lot. But they are little ornaments made of pine cones. And these are from the late 50s or early 60s. In the 50s, they'd have the celluloid faces really early in the 50s, and then they go to the plastic. And this one has its original tag from some Japanese company that made them. These are going to be $5 choice for starters. So $5 is the opening bid. And I'll show you them one at a time because honestly, I just thought these were the neatest thing. This is the one that has the label, and I can't quite make out anymore on the foil what company that is. Hi, Naomi. Thank you. This is Santa with a package ready to deliver. And I just love the way that they frost the pine cones. It's just, and this one has a lot of glitter on it. Some do and some don't. I just thought this was the neatest thing. And they do have one little thing here so you can hang them as an ornament if you want. So there's that one. This one I thought was really cool because she is a skier and she's actually the only girl. All the rest of them in here seem to be boys, but she is a girl and she is dressed up in her shawl and her cape. and her pine cone is sprayed with gold.
Oh my
And
gosh, they're so cute. Makes me want to make them. I love those.
it really does. I think these, I just really just, when I saw this, I was like, yeah, I've got to have these. And then here's this guy. He's got a great face. He is an elfin. He has got a stocking going because, you know, he's in Santa's workshop, I'm sure. And those little
And he's
ball
got,
ornament feet.
what is
And
those pipe cleaners, right?
pipe cleaners. Yeah. Yeah. They
Oh
use
my gosh.
they love to use pipe cleaners and little plastic or celluloid faces and just assemble the cutest things. And yeah, I have a bunch of these. So we'll sell these, and then there are some more available. So if you love these and you end up with them, let me know and I can send you pictures of a few others. But
Okay.
there is the choice for this lot, and we're at $14 right now. Vampy Vintage, hello. Yes.
His little gold feet. Yes, they're so cute. Holy smokes. 14 with elderly poo.
And here
this
we
is
go.
for choice now. And here, yeah, this is for choice. So get your bids in there. Also cute.
Oh, yeah. Wear the red shirt.
I tell you what, I got a jacket I was going to wear that's red, but it's too hot.
I know. Gosh. It was this or a red sweater, and I was like, well, the red shirt with the fish.
All right, 10 seconds left. Hi, Yvonne. How are you? It's snowing, yeah. You're out Las Vegas, aren't you? Holy smokes, you're going to have more heat coming your way. I don't know how you do it. Here we go. Okay.
All right. Elderly Poodle, $17 choice. Please let me know which you like of these. They're all cute, but you tell me if you want one or all. We can do it as, if it's not all, then tell me skier, elf, or Santa. That's how we keep them straight. Colorado, that's right, Yvonne. Well, yeah, you're up where there might be snow at the very highest elevations.
I don't know why I thought Las Vegas.
Oh, that direction.
Yeah, when you're in Michigan, everybody's out there together. You're all out there together.
Hi, Brenda. Right. Yes, the popcorn Santa. He'll come up later, I promise. You may have the scarved one, yes, and I believe that means the girl on the skis. Am I right about that?
Yep.
The skier. Okay, great. Okay, and then we have, who's our backup? Let's see. All right. The backup.
Don Curtis.
Very good. So let us know if you're interested in either of these as the backup bidder.
The Yellow Hat Elf.
Yellow Hat Elf. Great. Okay, very good. And that leaves us just one, and that is Santa with the package.
Up for grabs. Grab it quick. First one to get it gets it. Look at those blue eyes. How could you resist those?
Well, we will put him aside, and if somebody comes in on the for this, just let us know in the chat, and we'll have it aside.
Yeah, just say you want the last. Okay, Naomi takes it. Naomi, do you know George?
Thank you, Naomi. She does. Yeah, we did the show together last weekend, so I know how to get
right. The jewelry gal. Okay,
that's right.
This is going to be $5 for choice, and I have two items here. This is a little Longaberger tin. And it's full of ornaments. Okay, so it's full of ornaments. You've got these kind of feel like pewter. I don't know exactly what they are, but they're Longabergers. You got the horn, the bell, the violin, and the drum. Okay, and then this is Gourman's, and I have the box for it. It's not the best in the world, but this is a little server tray, and this is Gourman's at home in America. And here's a little Santa. He goes in the top, and you've got your little dish there. He screws in there. How does shipping work? I ship from Michigan. George ships for wherever he's on the road, probably. And yes. We're going to do the best we can for you.
Yeah, I'm shipping from Seattle right now, but most of the stuff is really small, so it's not going to be a big impact on the shipping. And if you're on the West Coast or west of the Rockies, then you're in a great place.
So there's what he looks like. You'll get either one, $5 for choice. Gourman since 1831. little candy cane plate with so it's like a tidbit, or the Longabergers. We have $5 with Tammy. I'm just gonna put the timer on here in just a second, so we'll skip the music this one. Tammy is in at 5, so you're gonna get 4 ornaments here and the beautiful tins. This is Longabergers or the Gourman's plate, and here that is. Hey, Steph. All right, timer and out. So be the bidder. Get in there. We'll start. I'm going to start putting up some Fenton stuff, but I wanted to sell some of this stuff. So Longaberger.
Those are nice.
They are really nice, and they make a great gift. I mean, think about it. Holy smokes! You can get your Christmas shopping done. Both of these would make a nice gift.
Collectors are awesome because you can do all your shopping like months in advance and not panic.
Tammy is in at 10. About 15 seconds left. Hi, 147. Thumbs up, Miss Wildlife. Thank you. Thank you for being a cheerleader. Okay, we have $10 with Tammy, and there's 5 seconds left, so get those bids in. 13 with Tammy. And we'll wait for George, and there it is. All right, we'll make sure, because sometimes there's a lag, but it looks like Tammy followed by Charlotte, so that is indeed how it's going to be. Tammy followed by Charlotte. So Tammy, the Gourmans or the Longaberger? Hi, Critter Girl. God, it's so good to see everybody tonight. Okay.
Yeah, what a nice crowd.
Yeah. The Santa plate. So I still have a Longabergers for Charlotte if you want them, Charlotte. I don't know what you were after.
Okay, she says no, so those are up for grabs.
Right.
So
what
if
was
you
the
are
price,
interested in 13 was what Tammy bid.
Okay.
So if you are interested in the Longaberger ornaments, then $13 for the whole thing in the original gift box.
Yep.
And you end up with a tin to use as well. So you take the ornaments out, you hang them on the tree, and then you make cookies and give them to somebody, and you're done.
Yes. Yes. Where are you gonna you're gonna have buyer regret, or is it bitter regret? You didn't do it. Deb Fines? Okay.
Okay. So these.
Thanks, Deb.
This is going to be my first Holt Howard lot. And of course, Holt Howard became very famous originally for their Christmas stuff. That's what they did first before they did pixie wear and all the other fun things that we really love about them. They did Christmas and they did very well with it. And that spurred them to become an all year round seller. But Christmas was their thing first. And these are 2 of their earlier pieces. And it's going to be choice. And we're going to start these at $10 per choice. They typically sell for between $35 and $45 online now. The Holt Howard stuff's really popular. The choice is going to be between, and let me go ahead and put that in actually really quickly here. Choice, 10 each, Holt Howard.
I don't even know how you find that stuff.
I don't find it very often at all. That's why I was excited to do this. I almost never find it in the middle of the year, and then I hoard it until the end of the year. But I came into it early at an estate, much to my surprise. So I thought this was the time. Hi, Yvonne. Thank you. That's great. So the choices between these 2 things. This is the Santa tray. It's about 3.5 or 4 inches long. It would have been for nuts, or back then, I'm sure some of these got burned and ruined using them as ashtrays back in the day, because that's what people did. But this guy has the 1959 date on the back, because eventually they started dating all of their stuff. And then this one is actually, it's not a very clingy bell, but it is a bell, and I'll show you underneath at the bottom. It's got the Holt Howard label in there under that clacker. I better move that so you can see it.
Yeah.
There is the Holt Howard label originally. Anita, $25. Thank you. This little guy I've never seen actually before. I've had a few of the Santa trays before. I've never seen the little elfin bell. I just thought it was so cute, and it's just a wee little thing. It's barely 2 inches tall. So that is the choice there. Marcy, I see there. And Copper Pot Vintage Anita is our current high bidder. Carolyn, you're just a little bit behind the bid, so refresh if you need to. But yes, I think they're just very cute, and we are going to start the timer and sell these now, so they can come live with you this Christmas. And imagine what wonderful things you could put in this one. And then this one you can ring for help. I have a friend who rings a bell every time she wants me. We're working in the antique mall space. If she wants me to do something, I hear a bell ring. It's very annoying.
Tammy, yes, if it's your birthday Monday and I'm not going to be on, you know what? I think I'm going to do a show tomorrow night, Tammy. So tomorrow night you can have free shipping, and I'll sing a happy birthday, dear.
And that's it. Let's see how we did. Just waiting for the sold to come in so we take care of any lags. And Naomi is the high bidder on my end. Is that what you're seeing?
Yep.
$37 choice. So Naomi, let us know which, if you want both. They're both available. If you want just one or the other, then we'll put the other one up for the backup bidder. And I'm going to set them down for just a minute. But we know we've got, or hold them close to me, but we know we've got the tray and the bell.
I'm going to have you tell me when to put the timer on, George, with that kind of stuff.
Okay, she'll, oh, you did just great. That was fine. And Naomi takes both. Thank you, Naomi. I appreciate it. We'll figure something out. I'll either send them to you, or if I'm driving through Portland, maybe I can drop them off for you. Okay.
So I have a huge Christmas Longaberger basket. And we'll start this out at 15. So this has everything it needs to be collectible as a Longaberger. It's super huge. It has 3 plastic liners. It has a beautiful fabric liner, and then it's got 3 of the plastic inserts. And the liner has bells and horns and hollies and berries. And then we have 3 stackable inserts, and that makes it nice. It also has a wood lid, okay? And you can see how big this is. The outside is all red and crisscrossy, and it's Longaberger. Let me measure it for you. We have $20. I'm going to go ahead and put the music on with this one as we get started here. And music, and then we'll do the timer and out. And here's Deck the Hall. Sing along. Okay. If you're going to go as high as the handles, it's 15 inches. If you're going to go across, it's 13 inches. So there it is, and here is the bottom. Signed by the artist. It is a Longaberger from 2000. It is a century celebration piece. Finest baskets in the world. Wood top, 3 plastic inserts, and the fabric liner. All for one money.
I've got to say, I feel like Longaberger, because it's American made and it was really good quality and they did a lot of interesting stuff, I think this is the time to get it, because we're going to look 20 years from now and say, oh, that was something.
Yes. And I agree with George. These old arms are getting hard to lift this stuff up for you for a minute and a half. All right. 40 with Stacy Freeman. I will do the timer, so get ready. Hi, Ashley. How you doing, sweetie? Enjoying your summer? 44 with Kim Allen. Hi, Elsie. Good evening to ya. You better go get your sweater. It's snowing. Doesn't look like you're dressed for it. All right, here we go. Timer and out. Give me a second. Here we go. Get your bids in. How's that pup of yours, Ash? 46, Cheryl Kemp. 48, Willie Joe. It's in really good condition, a little dusty on the top, but other than that. 50 with Kim. Hi, Carol Sue. Nice to see ya. She's late. for a very important date. No time to say goodbye. Hello, she's late. She's late. She's late. She's late. She's when she's late. All right, 50 with Kim Allen. 55 for Willie Joe. Okay, Cheryl's out, but we have 3 seconds left, so we will follow the timer. Thank you for letting us know.
And there we go.
Okay. It looks like Willie Joe.
Yes, that's right. Oh, that's great. Well, I think that was an especially nice one. I really am noticing these more and more, and the variety is really interesting. So yeah, definitely something I think people are starting to pick up. I guess their old building that's shaped like the basket sold to somebody else, and they're still using it, which is cool. That's in Ohio somewhere. I've got to go see that. I love any of those roadside things where a building looks like a thing.
Yes.
I'm a sucker for that. I'll drive way out of my way.
Yep, Dresden, Ohio. I haven't seen it either, believe it or not. Okay, let's see what George has got. Thanks, guys. Thanks, Willie Joe.
Okay, well, this is going to be. These are a little more onesie twosie. We're going to just start them off at $5 choice. One of them I know is Holt Howard. One of them I think is Holt Howard, although it's possible that it's Lefton. And the third one is actually a Sebastian's miniature. So these are the choices this time. And it's kind of an odd grouping, and I'm not really holding them very well. I probably should have only done 2, but I'll do 2 at a time, and then we'll show you the third one. So the first 2, $5 choice. This one is the Sebastian's. I'll tell you what, I'll show them individually. This one's Sebastian's miniature, and these were made in Massachusetts. This one is the later label. They had an earlier and a later. And this one is the Snow Fort. And I think it's just really cool. Sebastian got started in the 30s making little chalkware figures, and he did advertising stuff, and then he started making little pieces to sell, and it just took off and became a big thing and ended up being his vocation for the rest of his life. He just sort of stumbled into it. And they always also are marked. You can see here, this one says copyright 1979 or 75. Aston. So that's that one. The second one, this is Holt Howard, and it says it on his butt. And this is another one from 1958, I believe. And this is a candle holder. And he's a great little elfin. He holds onto the candle like so. Now, originally there were probably 2 in this set. So you'll have a single here, but maybe you only need 1 candle. And I just thought these were so great. I love those ears. They're actually almost alien looking the way they're painted. And I just love that about him. And then the third one, this is a shelf sitter. It's also made in Japan. This is 1960s, and he is a Santa. He is a single shaker. So I just want to show you there's only one. I don't have the mate, but there is the label on the bottom. So it's going to be choice between these 3, where it's $6. And I'll hold them up so you can see him. Lena Ray. Hi there, Lena. Nice to see you. And she's at $10 for choice. And you can go ahead and run that timer anytime you want on these. And we'll let people make their decision. But I just thought it'd be fun to have a variety of things and let you pick.
Oh, yeah.
I only had 1 of each, so. Don Curtis is at $15. Cheyenne, you're at 15, but you can't see someone's already bid 15 ahead of you, just to let you know. I know you're just in Yakima. And by the way, we can combine shipping. So make it nice for you folks who are like, oh, you're way out in Seattle. Well, if you're far away, that's okay. We can get it there. Cheyenne's at 17, and we've got about 10 seconds left. And then we'll let people make their choices. Currently, we've got Diane in the lead with Deb's Finds and Lena Ray right behind. And we're just waiting for that sold. And should come up any second. There we go. And
okay. Mickey Wynn.
Mickey Wynn, that's who I see too. $21 for choice. So Mickey, tell us which you are interested in. You may have 1, you may have 2, or you may have all 3 at that price per item. So let us know, and then we'll go to the backup bidders and see if they're interested in the other pieces. And I am going to set them, well, I'm going to hold them back by me, and then when you, there we go.
Mickey followed by Don Curtis.
Yes.
Let us know, Mickey. Hey, Mickey. Lena Ray said she might be coming to Teat Stock in September.
Oh, well, I hope a whole bunch of people do. That would be fun. I think Lena came up to my storehouse sale, and yeah, we just had a really good time. So alien ears, yes, very good. Okay, Mickey Wynn takes the Holt Howard figure. So that is for you. I'll make a note of that. And if, let's see, who is our backup then?
Don Curtis.
Don Curtis. Okay, Don, if you were...
The Snow Fort. She's going to take the Snow Fort.
Okay. And that leaves a single Santa shaker. If anyone is interested, let us know. And okay, pass on that. Well, very good. Well, thank you very much. I'm glad a couple of these found a home.
Okay, I got some dusty ones, but I've got a couple Fenton glass pets.
Ooh.
And here we go. Stephanie said she'd take it.
Oh, okay, great, Stephanie. I'll put that down. Thank you.
Okay, and if you don't have George's information, it's right there on the screen. Just take a screenshot of it. Okay. So we have a little Christmas mouse. We're going to start these at 15 for choice. He's got his little green and red ribbon tied around his neck. It's Charlotte Smith. For those of you who want to know who the most popular signatures to look for, we did a short this week that lists the 10 top and gives a little bio for each one. You're going to want to watch that. Charlotte Smith, she's a character. And there's the mouse, and this is a little squirrel. The squirrel is S. Stevens, and he's got his little pom-pom sweater. And he's got little music notes and holly berries. Those are on with Frit, and he has the original price tag. So, yeah, our own Trudy Mendenhall made numbers. What number did Trudy make, Tammy? Number 7? Okay, so we're going to do choice, and we will put the music on, and here we go. I just have to have Deck the Halls. We have to get it in once in a while. All right, 20. The squirrel's gone. Oh, look at that face. Oh, maybe he's singing, or maybe he's in shock. I don't know. Maybe he saw my cat through the window. I woke up this morning, looked outside, and this red squirrel was climbing up my screen. So as we go ahead, I am going to have a Christmas memory to tell you, and I hope George has one too. From childhood. I've got a story that next time I put something up, I'll tell it. So George, you got a couple times to think about it.
Okay.
30 with Cheryl Kemp. We'll share a little personal stuff. Cheryl Kemp's at 30. And here is a little squirrel. And they're both so cute. And a lot of times you'll see them kind of naked without their scarves. They get lost along the way somewhere. But these two definitely have theirs. Look at that face on the mouse. Oh my goodness. Look at the detail. And he's got a little buck tooth. All right, we have 35 with Stacy Freeman. I'm going to go ahead and put
hair in his ears.
Yes. All right, here we go. Let me get the timer up here. Jamie Haynes is at 37. And I'll sell at least one, so be the bidder. The squirrel or the little mouse are both adorable. They look cute together. 37, Jamie Haynes. In Kendallville, Indiana. Welcome. And here we go. Get your bids in. The squirrel or the little mouse. The Charlotte Smith or S. Stevens. And we got about 15 seconds left. They are cute. Cheryl Kemp is in at 38. Stacy Freeman's in at 40. Okay. They're both adorable. You are right. You are definitely right. Okay, and it is sold. Ooh, Nancy, you're too slow. Okay. Oh, we did sold. Stacy Freeman, followed by Cheryl Kemp.
Yeah, that would be a hard choice. Especially, I always like when they have the fabric. I don't know what it is. It's just having that extra texture that's so different for Fenton. I always, when it has a bow tie or a muff, I mean, that's just always gets my attention.
Yeah. Let us know, Stace. I do have some Fenton Christmas trees coming up too.
And she'll take both.
Thanks, Stacy.
Okay. I will have one Fenton lot. It's all I got, but it'll be coming shortly. But first, I want to show these. And we're going to go ahead and just start them at $5 each. But actually, they're selling pretty well these days. I remember them as a kid and just, thought they were cute. Never imagined, wow, someday those are going to be something that they are now. So we're going to have a choice of angels here. And our choice this time is the blue one is paper mache from about 1970. And she is holding her candle and singing. And she's got just a little rub on the front. I want to pull that back so you can see it. And that is all. There's no damage other than just a little bit of rub on the paint. And then there's this one. And this is the one I remember seeing these as a kid, and we just thought they were cute, and you got them at the 5 and dime. Well, now a lot of them are gone, and this is one of the Lefton pieces I have this time. I'm sorry, no, this one's Relco. I apologize, not Lefton. This one is a Relco, but it's got the spaghetti stuff. I do have a Lefton candle holder set that will be coming up soon, and we've got Timmy at $5. Thank you for starting us off. And so it's interesting to me how anything with spaghetti now is very popular. But and I remember as a kid, that's when I would see this. It was always Santa Claus's muff or that sort of a thing. It was not something, we didn't have spaghetti poodles in our house, so Christmas was the time we got to play with the spaghetti stuff. And Anne-Marie is here. Yes,
and $5 for Timmy.
That's right. And this one's from about 1970. This one's from about 1960. So it shows you how things changed, because they were making ceramic then, and then they went to this composite material, which is lighter and easier to ship. I think has probably had a lot to do with it, but it's also a really cool and different look. You've got Ashley at $6. Stephanie, you're in at $6, but Ashley's ahead of you. And we try to say this because we know that not all of you can see what's happening in the other room. So do look at the screen and you'll be able to follow the bid. And if you want to, we've got Stephanie assuring her bid at $7. If you want to run timer anytime, you're welcome to. And we'll, because I know we still have a lot of stuff to show you. So Charlotte's in at $7, but Stephanie was there first. And Timmy, I think maybe you meant to put in a number, but there we go, 8. We got it.
Still lots of time, but not that much. So get your bids in.
And this will be for choice. And they can come sing for you at your Christmas party.
Oh, everybody wants to get it for $1 more. Sometimes that doesn't work, folks. Especially with the timer.
Susan Lee, $10. Hi, Susan. I'm looking forward to seeing you soon, too. Yep, there we go. And we'll get the sold in. And I see Timmy, am I right?
Yep.
Okay. So it is your choice. Carolyn, I see it now. So we've got Samira Perry. If you will let us know if you want one or both, and then we'll put the other one out for the backup bidder.
Yeah, it looks like the backup bidder was our first 10, and that's Susan Lee.
Both. Okay, very good. Well, thank you very much.
Okay.
And yes, lag can be real, so refresh often. It will help you.
I'm not putting the music on with George because I hear some like underwater sounds, so I don't know. So we'll work on that. We'll give you a little more time, George. We'll give him a little more time on your end.
Okay.
Okay. So I have my a Fenton Christmas tree here. I can't hardly say it. This is big enough. You can put a big tea light under there, and it's iridized. It's just gorgeous. We're going to start this out at 20. It throws so much color, and it's 7 inches tall. And Fenton Christmas trees, of course, are crazy, crazy cool. And you can see the color here. And we'll start it out at $20, and I'll tell you my Christmas story. You might get a kick out of it because it's crazy. Okay, here we go. And I will put the music in. Let's see if I can talk and listen to music at the same time. Way, way back in time when I was a youngster, I was afraid of Santa Claus. I mean, deathly afraid, because at one point he came into my bedroom and pulled me off the top bunk and squeezed me while he said ho, ho, ho as I was half asleep. So years later, while watching the, what do they call is it 8mm movie? I don't know. You know what I'm talking about. The ones that you'd watch them and they'd melt in front of your eyes. I was watching that as an adult. We had just put all of those old-fashioned reels on VHS tapes. So I don't know, I must have been 40. Santa Claus came to my kindergarten class, and I was deathly afraid of him. So I'm watching this video as my mom is filming me in kindergarten, Miss Carlson's class. And I'll be darned, you know who Santa was. my 6'2" pop. Yeah. Ho, ho, ho. But I did not realize that till I was 40 years old. 45 material count. 7 inches. So my fear of Santa Claus was unfounded. Of course, my dad was a Goliath of a man with huge hands, and he made a wonderful Santa Claus, and he did go out to all the hospitals and stuff. I never knew it. I never knew it till I was an adult. All right, we have 48 with Stacy, and I'm going to go ahead and put the timer on here. It was funny. I had to take a double take as I was looking at that. I go, oh my goodness. 50 with Cheryl count. Facebook could be running a lot faster. We're on 7 different venues there. You can't see everyone's bid, Wolves, because we're on several platforms. So as auctioneers, we are highlighting your bid on the corner of the screen. Actually, nope, over there. All right, 50 with Cheryl Kemp. Iridescent, beautiful Christmas tree. It is Fenton. 5 seconds left. And yep, I saw my dad yesterday. He is now 80, almost 89 years old. All right, it is sold. And stuff came in after the sold.
But I see Stacy.
Oh, you do? Let's see. Oh, yeah. Okay, Stacy Freeman, 55. Thanks, Stace.
Well, that was a good story. I think I've told a few of my Christmas stories before, but the one thing I can attribute to Christmas is that maybe I'm sitting here now because of Christmas, because my parents were very concerned when I was a little kid that I would have stage fright. And so they convinced the Sunday school that they were going to have us all sing as a group. And they said, oh, but, you know, is it possible for maybe, you know, to highlight a couple of kids? They were basically saying, we want George to be on stage in front of a bunch of people and see what he does. So they put me up there, and somehow I think we were singing Silent Night. I figured out at age 6 how to sing the harmony line, And two of us did a duo, and everyone was just like, oh, that's so amazing. I don't know how I knew to do it. Nobody said anything. Nobody taught me anything. I just did it spontaneously. And when I first went out of the key and started doing the harmony, I could see the choir director just apoplectic. No, you're doing it wrong. He's off key. And then she realized I was actually following it correctly. And she got the funniest look on her face, like, how is this happening? And I don't know to this day how it happened, but I was not afraid of being in front of a bunch of people after that. So
Isn't that cool?
thank you, Christmas carols, for making it possible for me to be here now. Oh, Pamela, the super sticker. That's so nice. Thank you very, very much. Oh, Jim Reeves. Yes, a very good Christmas caroler. Well, I'm getting off on a tangent here. Let me get something. I'll tell you what I'm going to do, because someone made a specific request for it. I am going to go ahead and put Popcorn Santa up, and we're going to start Popcorn Santa at $10. So $10 is the starting price on him, and he is a nice tall one. Let me see here. He is about 12.5 inches wide and about, looks like 19 inches tall, and the size of one piece of popcorn wide. So that is popcorn. And I love these things. I saw them as a kid. They were actually made in America by a company somewhere in the Midwest, and they did them for Halloween, and they did all sorts of fun stuff. And I don't see Christmas too often. I sold a Rudolph last year, but this guy came my way and I just had to have him. And I love how they did the different multicolored as mittens. So if
that
you're
is
not
kind of different,
now that
you mentioned it, I don't remember the multicolored mittens, but didn't we all sell these for fundraisers for school? I mean, we all went door to door with these back in the day. Nobody was fearful of it, and we sold our popcorn stuff.
Yep, that's right. Well, we had to sell candles, actually, and I remember the bayberry smelled really good, and one of them smelled like insect repellent. It probably was citronella, but I remember as a kid, I was just like, no, I don't want any of those.
I remember selling these, and the candles with the crystally outsides.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Sort of glitter, like sort of a cheap version of the nice frit that Fenton did. Yes.
Yep. All right, we have 26 with Deb Fines, and we are now on the timer.
Yes, and this one does not have its original label on it. They usually peeled off. They'd have a stick-on label on the back that said the company. You can show it from either side if for some reason you want the flat side showing. It's the same pattern, so that's nice. Lena Ray at 27, and she might get it. It's almost the end, folks. Let's see how this goes. And we are sold coming through. And Deb's Fines, $29 gets in right at the very last. So very good. Well, thank you very much.
Okay, so I have Choice Fenton again. And this is between two items. Okay, so I'll show you the angel first. This is a Fenton Crystal Satin Iridized Angel. This was only made in 1999. It does have a space for a tea light. It's got frit wings, and it has a tiny little bird. It's a metal bird under her chin. So this is the Iridized Angel, only made in 1999. This is an older piece. Here's the signature on the bottom. It's a 4-inch egg. We're going to start these at $15 and sell at least one. So this is the Holly Berry in frit. It's banded with the frit. It's the 4-inch egg in white satin, and the original Clarence the Basket Maker is on the paper label. So we'll start it at $15, and you'll get choice. We'll sell at least one when we do choice, and you'll get choice of the angel or the frit egg. $15, only $15. All right, Steph is in it. Oh, Cheryl Kemp is in at 15, and we'll play some music here. Speaking of Christmas, I really remember Christmas well because we'd get out the albums, the vinyl albums, and play the same ones. It seemed like we just put them away, and you take them out again. And my mother was hooked on the Little Drummer Boy. We must have heard that day and night on those big console stereos that were actually pieces of furniture. And yeah, it was the Drummer Boy album. I don't know if you have a favorite Christmas song from childhood, but that was it for my mom, I'm telling you. Okay, you're going to get your choice. Cheryl Kemp is in at 28. Now, the angel was only made in 1999. The egg is an older piece. I would say early 70s, 60s, something like that. 4 inches on the egg. Cheryl Kemp is in at 28. All right. Boy, our bids are all over. If you think that you're lagging or you're, something is out of order, you don't think you're in with the rest of us, please go in and out, and maybe it'll straighten out for you. Pete Curtis is in at 30, and I'm going to go ahead and do the timer. All right, here we go. And you will get choice here as soon as I get it together. Okay, the egg or the angel. She's iridine. She's going to throw a lot of color. She's going to be looking beautiful under the Christmas tree or with the Christmas lights sparkling. And then you have the holly and berry egg. We have $30 with Pete Curtis. And here comes the timer.
Ticking. I like the angel's wings.
Yeah, that's actually little pieces of glass that Fred is. All right, 10 seconds left. Bidder will get choice. All right, and here we go. Yep, sometimes it helps to go in and out. Ooh, you guys, get in there. But we have 30 with Pete. So, Pete, let me know. You can have 1 or 2. I'll try to give you a little bit more time on the Fenton if you need it. But that one does go to Pete for 30. So you can take 1 or 2, Pete. And our backup bidder is Cheryl Kemp.
Yeah, I'm sorry if I jumped the gun there. I thought I would be lagging as much as everyone else. It seems like it's varying for some reason, with that weird thing that happened the other day with that Microsoft update. Who knows?
I know. Okay, thanks, Pete. All right, let's move George over here. There we go.
Yes, well, I have one Fenton lot, and I think it's a good time to bring it out because mine are pandas, and it's going to be choice. And we have one that is dressed in a Santa suit, and we have one that is in a union suit of red, and the union suit is Frit. So we can start these at $20 choice. And I'll show you the bottom here. This one's going to be a 1980s because of that oval logo is the later, but the sort of more roundish, squarish one is a little bit earlier, and it has both. So this is a mid-80s piece. And it's hand painted all over. This also has Frit, but just on the white trim here that you see. And then, well, and also a little bit up here on the head, now that I feel this, these decorations around the cap, and the eyebrows are also Frit. So it's got a little bit of all of that. And then the other one here is this one, which I'm going to have to actually, I will include the old original tag, but I have to take it off to be able to tell you who the designer is, or at least peel it back a little. Here's our signature of the decorator on this one. And that is Cutshaw, Susan Jacobson at $25 for choice. And this one is Frit, the entire red decoration here. It just looks like sugar, cinnamon sugar. Speaking of Christmas, that sounds delicious. Yeah, I think the candy was my favorite thing about Christmas. My grandmother would make 17 different kinds, and I think I had 5 fillings by the time I was 4 years old. So then my parents were like, maybe we better watch that.
$25, 28. My mom, in our house, we had what everybody used to call a fruit cellar. And it was in the basement, and it was a Michigan basement, and that's where all the cookies were stored. And my mom would start cooking weeks before Christmas, little cheesecake bars and everything imaginable. And we tried to open that door of that fruit cellar without it squeaking because we were found out. $28 spent with Kim, 30 with Tammy.
Yes, my mom was not a great cook, but she could definitely do the confection. So we all ate lots of sugar and not much of the main helping at Christmas.
All right, $30, 32. You just let me know when you want me to run that timer.
Okay. Well, we've got a few people jumping in. Susan Jacobson's at 32, but you're actually not the high bidder. Deb's Finds is in. In fact, we got a bunch at 32. Now we're at 35 with Tammy. Thank you, Tammy. Oh, and thank you very much for the, it was very kind. Somebody gave a membership on my channel, and that was really a nice thing to do. We have fun with the member stuff on our channel. So, and it's nice to know that you actually can gift memberships to people. So we will enjoy seeing our new member there.
What do they call these bears? Are they, for those of you that know Fenton, what do they call them? Jelly bean? No, gumdrop bears. Isn't that what they call those with the fruit on them? Gumdrops.
You know, I've heard that term and I've never had one, so I didn't know that, but it makes sense because it does look like a gumdrop, doesn't it?
I think that's what they call them.
Interesting. Yes, and I'm sorry I can't. Cutshaw is the artist on this one. I can't really. I'm actually afraid to peel the label off of this one, so I can't really tell you who the artist is.
I think that's the name, Lemon. I think that's
Lemon.
The name.
Oh, great. Okay, yes. Thank you.
It's so okay, helpful. I think we're ready to go.
Yep, go ahead. That is the perfect name for them.
They're pajama bears, Donna. Yep, I've heard that too, but I've heard. Like I said, whatever I called them.
Yes, this one is definitely ready for going to sleep and letting Santa show up.
Gumdrop. Okay. We have $40 with Tammy. Get your bids in.
Lemon gumdrops, yes.
45. Oh, Tammy is assuring her bid, and she can do that when, you know, we have a timer on because we don't do just in cases. So here we go. 45, Tammy. Gumdrop bears. Yep. Thanks, Kitch. 45 is bid. 5 seconds left.
And drum roll, please. Here we go. Somebody is the new owner of one or both of these, and we are sold. And it looks like Deb's Finds at 47. Am I seeing that right?
Yes, indeed.
Very good. Well, let us know if you would like one or both. And yes, we can combine shipping on these because I'm going to have a big flat thing for Santa. So we'll just get something a little taller and pad these in nicely.
Let us know, Deb. I don't know which one she's going to take. She might take both. Unbearably
I'm not sure.
Cute.
She's got a pretty good collection, and I don't know what she has and what she doesn't. Unbearably cute, yes. Yes, these definitely are high on the cuteness factor. Please let Tammy choose which one she wants first. Oh, isn't that nice?
Okay, Tam, which one do you want? That's our little rosebuds out there. You guys are great.
What nice people. You play very well together.
Tammy, she's going to let you have the first choice. She can't decide. I understand the feeling. Laying Down Bear is going to go to Tammy.
And this one will go to Deb, and I've got them in the right spot. Thank you very much.
Okay. Thank you. All right. Oh, I thought I had more Christmas than I actually had. So I got into some of my Christmas trees. Now, I hope Trudy's not watching because this is in the paint tree pile, but we're going to put it up today. If we have a $45 start. So this is the big Christmas tree. It's iridized gold, and this is the 8-inch one. So we're going to start it at 45. Hi, John.
I tried to get you another thing down in time. So it's still not working.
Our slush machine down at McDonald's has officially been down for
6
3
times
months.
I want.
No.
Yes, 6 times.
I know. Okay. John's here to serenade us in Jingle Bells.
No.
No?
Aw.
Darn.
No one wants to hear me sing.
You sing your Jingle Bells, Batman smells, Robin laid an egg.
There's just nobody wants to hear me sing.
Oh, here we go. We have a Michigan slush at McDonald's that's half blueberry, half lemonade.
Yeah, but I'm yet to see it.
Yeah, we've yet to seen it, but we've heard rumors.
Yeah.
All right.
I went into the long thing. Tell me why it wasn't working.
So this iridized golden tree is almost 8 inches. This is the tallest tree that Fenton made. It has the original sticker on the inside. Perfect, I'm telling you. Imagine this with a tea light, that beautiful golden glow under your Christmas tree. You can't go wrong. It's beautiful. We have 55 with Stacy Freeman. And it's perfect. You can put a big one underneath there if you want. And it really is spectacular lit because it's iridized, and just the nature of the tree with all the boughs. It's beautiful. 60 with Susan Lee. And we'll put the timer on. Just give you just a second. This is a pretty special piece. Susan Lee's at 60. Mary Hogue is at 65. Trudy showed me her first Halloween pumpkin of Oh, I had some Parker ornaments. I forgot them. Oh, darn it. Anyway, she's painted her first Parker pumpkin with a Halloween scene on it, and that's going to come out in her next sale, and that's going to be, I think, the first Saturday in August. Oh, darn it. I had some Parker Stafford ornaments, and I forgot them. Here we go. We're going to do the timer. We'll do it next time. Here we go. 70 with Susan Lee. Maybe John could go get them for me. I don't know where he went. I know. 70 with Susan Lee. And timering out on this one, Mary. Fair warning, Stacy. Well, the other house is like 3 miles away, but it's worth it. Gosh, you try to remember everything and you never do. You just never do. 70 with Susan. All right, 10 seconds left. Mary's out. Appreciate all the bids. Get your bids in. And let's go ahead and close that out. Night, Charlotte. And it is sold to Susan Lee. Well, Kim, you came in afterwards. Holy smokes. Susan Lee gets it for $70. Thank you.
All right, I think these are pretty cute, and I just got a giant collection of salt and pepper shakers, and practically none of them were Christmas, but there were 2 pairs, and they're pretty good. So I'm going to go ahead and put them up now. One of them, again, is a Holt Howard. I'll show you the sticker on the bottom first. And I think we're going to start these at 15 because they are better ones that go for about, double to triple that nowadays. These are the poinsettia or poinsettia, depending on how you pronounce. And they have the holly tops and the Christmas tree bottoms, and I think they're just very cute. This is Holt Howard. These are 1960s era Holt Howard.
Oh, my goodness.
And they're in wonderful condition, and I just love the faces. And then the other choice, which I have a hunch are also Holt Howard, and if they're not, there's something similar like a PY or something, and these are also 1960s. This is Santa and Mrs. Claus in front of their respective, well, I assume one is their house and one is their workshop. And these have the rubber stoppers that were popular in the late 60s. And
I'm
they are
trying
just
to
plain on the back. So we are at $15 already. I'm going to hold just one of each up because I don't want to drop them and damage them because they're in perfect condition. So it's amazing to me how much hand painting went into all this Christmas stuff that was, Holt Howard was sold as J.C. Penney's, but Lefton and a lot of those, they were sold at the 5 and dime store. So, they were doing a lot of work to get not a whole lot of money back then. And then people just sort of toss them in boxes. And, a lot of families keep Christmas, which is why we don't see more vintage. But it was also, they weren't always packed lovingly. My mom, about the 3rd of January, would say, okay, kids, pack up all the Christmas stuff and just leave it to us. And who knows what happened to half of it. Because right then we wanted to leave it up all year. And since she wouldn't let us do that, then we were in a big hurry to get it in the box so we could go outside. David Franklin at $24 choice. Thank you. Marcy C at $25. And a bunch of you at $25. We will let you keep contemplating. When you all bid the same amount at the same time, I'm realizing it takes a little bit of time for everyone to absorb that and get through the lags. So I'll be a little more patient. Deb's Finds at 26. I like how the eaves and the top, to make it look a little more like snow, they put just a little bit of maybe a lavender color in it in the house. That was pretty, so that you can tell the difference.
Yeah. Wow, we still have a lot of bidding going on.
Yeah, these salt and pepper shakers are really going crazy online too. I mean, when you look at the completed sales, they are very popular because everybody remembers them and nobody ever lets them go anymore. So that's part of why I wanted to have this sale with you. But thank you so much for doing it, because I thought, well, I don't often get a lot of this stuff in the middle of the year.
Yeah, your idea. I just went along with it.
Well, thank you. It means you'll have to go shop for more Christmas trees.
Yeah. You just let me know when you want to wind her down.
Oh, I think we can go ahead and put it up. I know people are still bidding, but that gives everyone 30 seconds to put their final bids in. And it will be choice of these gals here with the full wraparound, and these Santa and Mrs. Claus houses, which are decorated on one side only, actually, because obviously by this time it's starting to get really expensive even in Japan to have people do all of this painting. So I think that's part of the reason why too, is that people just realize that, they just can't make these things like this the same way anymore. And we are close to the end.
I'm and John here.
Oh, good. Yeah, maybe he'll be able to grab it. That would be nice.
Yes. Okay.
And if you can't get your slushie at McDonald's, if you have a Sonic, you can order them there special and they'll make them for you, even if it's not on the menu.
George, you've been here. We have nothing here.
No, I know. It's all a long ways. Mother Tucker's nice to see you. And we're just waiting for that sold to come in. You may be the high bidder unless someone beats you in the meantime. And no, it looks like you are the high bidder for choice. So let us know if you are interested in the choice of the Holt Howard Poinsettia Girls or the Santa and Mrs. Claus, or if you want both sets, of course, you may have both and we will combine shipping on them.
Let us know.
So we'll give them a minute to make their mind up about that. You mentioned both sets. Okay, that's great. Thank you. We'll put those aside for you.
Okay. So for those of you who are little rosebuds, you know what happened. I went into the barn, picked up that snail the other day, that Fenton snail. Look at all the barn dust on this. And that was a sample custard Burmese snail we put on the Facebook page and got $337 out of it. And the barn's so overgrown, I couldn't even get in the basement. I found all of these snowmen. There are 9. We're going to sell choice of 3, and we'll see if we'll sell the rest of them. They're all a little different. These are the first choices. We have this Americana. He is a deflautery. He's the Americana. We're going to start these out at 25. Now, I'm only going to sell one, and if they don't bring enough, then I'm just going to save them for our Christmas shows down the line. But what the heck, huh? This looks like it's an Alice Farley, but I can't be sure. He's one of the gumdrop. And then this one is a Pam Thornley, P Thornley, and this one has the striped scarf. So you're going to get your choice of 3 of the snowmen. One has airbrushing on its green scarf. Then we have the Americana one, and then we have the striped scarf. Let me see if I can bring my other camera up here for this one. So here they are. If that is too fuzzy, you let me know.
Oh, no, it looks good. That Lotus green, I didn't know they ever did one in that. That's cool.
Okay, so we have 30 with Stacy. This deserves a little music. Let's get in the spirit here. On the snowmen. Okay, so all 4 inches tall. This one is the airbrushed green. You see that beautifully done. What does that say? Okay, folks. Never saw that label before in my life. Do you know what that says? George, do you know what that says?
No, I can't see it, and I've never seen it either.
Made exclusively for the Cracker Barrel Old Cracker Country Store.
Oh.
Exclusively for Cracker Barrel. George and I both have never seen that sticker before.
No, I didn't know that was somebody they made for. That's interesting. And people are wondering if any of them are uranium glass.
Not these. I have one, but it's not up there yet. We'll see how these go. No, but I noticed this one has a very pretty, delicate green. George was saying, and that is different. Okay, $60 with Deb Fines. I'm trying to pull them over. We'll see. Here we go. Deb Fines is in at 60. So I'm going to go ahead and do the timer. $60 for choice, Deb Fines. So you got the patriotic, you got the Cracker Barrel coming around the bend. Here's the patriotic. There's the Cracker Barrel. He is a gumdrop snowman. And then finally you have the striped scarves. And that one has the little earmuffs too. She's coming around there. We have 65 with Jenny Sullivan, 20 seconds left. These all look like gentlemen. These are all snowmen. We have 10 seconds left. Hi, Jenny. 66 with Deb Fines. And it looks like we're going to close it out here and see where we end up. I'll let you write Soul, George.
Okay.
Okay.
And Laura Springer came in at the last minute on that.
Okay, Laura, the choice is yours. And you got them for $70 a piece. You can take as many as you want. Laura, do I know you from Facebook, sweetie? You sound familiar. I'll go ahead and put my email up there. Just send me an email just because. And let me know which one you want. The gumdrop. Okay. We have the other 2 left, and our backup bidder is
I think Deb's Fines had 66, and then Jenny Sullivan, and it would be third.
Okay, so Deb, would you like one for that same price? $70. Thank you, Laura. Did you get my email? I want to make sure I don't lose track of you. It's so easy to do. I thought so. So do I email you or do I message you? Just let me know. All right. I am not going to go down, guys. So if you want one, they're $70. The patriotic one is really cool. The other one is from 1995. So they're up for grabs. Remember, I do first class shipping on these for $3. Even with the increase, I'm still going to do it. So I'm absorbing some of that for you.
Jenny, let us know if you're out there, if you're interested in one of the two. I have never seen the green one before either. I mean, these actually were a big surprise to me.
Well, yeah, and like I said, the patriotic, anything patriotic, red, white, and blue is really popular. So anybody else on those two? The patriotic one is actually, I think they're both deflautery. They both have the stickers on them. Okay. All right. We'll move on.
Okay, but if anyone changes their mind, just put it in the email and let us know. Let's see. I think it might be time for something just a little different. Oops, if I don't break it, which I haven't yet, which is nice. This is going to be a choice, and this is going to be a choice between two very different things, actually, so it should be an easy choice. People will probably want one or the other. I only have one other piece of Fenton, and I have a very fun piece of Royal Dalton. So let's take a look at these. These are going to start at $15 each for choice. The Fenton piece is one of the wise men. It's the only piece left I have from the Nativity series. And if you are missing a wise man or would like to start building a collection, this would be the one for you. This one it's signed first edition, and then it's got the signature here of the artist, which I think is Sakins. Am I getting that right? You'll know. You folks who are the Fenton fans will know better than I will. I know some of the designers, but not all. So this is one choice. And this particular wise man is the one holding, I never know whether that's gold, frankincense, or myrrh, but it is 7 inches. Wait, sorry. Yes, 7 inches tall. And then the other choice is this very different thing. This is Royal Dalton's Santa Claus, the character jug. And this is one of now Royal Dalton made a ton of character jugs, but they didn't do Santa Claus until fairly late. You can see this one's a 1980s piece. So there are not nearly as many of these as there are of some of the Dickens wear and some of that sort of thing. So this is the other choice. And he's quite substantial. He's 7 inches tall, but he's probably 7 inches wide. And you could put a lot of eggnog or maybe Tom and Jerry or something a little more medicinal, if you like that at the holidays, could go in here. It's actually made to be a pitcher, so you could actually use it on the table. Cheryl Kemp is at 25 choice on these. So these are the choices: secular Santa Claus or the Nativity set Fenton piece. And I just figured it would be fun to let people have choices between two very different things and see who likes what. The other thing with the Royal Dalton is this one actually has the, it's got the Michael Dalton signature in, because he was involved in running the firm at that point. So just like Fenton, they started to do a lot of limited editions and sign their pieces and get a little more in touch with their collectors. So we're at $27 for choice, and if you want to go ahead and start running this out, that would be great. And did you see Deb's finds for the patriotic Santa?
I did.
Great.
Thanks, Deb.
Okay.
We still have the striped snowman left. Tank's in at 32.
I like the bright red on the Santa.
John's bidding 29, but you're late, John. And we have 32 with Lynn.
And just about 15 seconds left to go, folks. So bring in your bids if you're interested in one or the other of these. They are ready for you now.
Okay. Oh, John, you're lagging. Okay, here we go.
All right, we're going to put in sold and see if anyone gets in at the last minute, and then we'll let you have your choice.
Oh, you guys are waiting till the end. Deb finds at 36.
Okay, Deb, let us know. I know you're a Fenton fan, but I don't know if you might be a Christmas decorator or secretly have a stash of Royal Dalton around the house too. So let us know which if
It went for
either
36, John.
Oh.
So
Do you want me to go over and get those then?
yeah, if you want to, in the dining room, right under the wood stove, there's 3 of them there. If you don't want to, you don't have to. It's no big deal.
Yeah.
Santa, very good.
Sure.
Deb Fines took the Santa.
Okay. Can I take your card?
Yeah. Miss K is the backup.
Yes, and the backup, if someone is interested in the...
Yes, I'm seeing you, Nancy. I'm sorry.
The Iceman, this is still available, and let us know.
Well, K goes first.
Yes.
Let's see if that's what she wanted.
If you don't want it, I'll take it.
Okay, John said he'd take it if Miss K doesn't take it. We'll see if Miss K. We'll wait for him for a lot of John's one of them. A lot of collectors will collect these pieces to the nativity sets. Okay, John's going to take it. George.
Okay, very good.
John picks up these pieces of the nativity sets, and when he gets the full set, you've got something that's worth $1,000. So it's fun to hunt for them. So, okay. Now I have lost my train of thought. Oh, I have some music boxes. And these are just really nice quality music boxes. Okay, so this one is A Merry Old Soul. And these are all about the same height. We're going to do choice, and we'll start them out at 10. This one is 11 inches. A little kitty cat. Let's see. Then we have this one with the little bear looking up. This is like a wildlife woodsy Santa. It works too. I can't get 4 music boxes going at the same time.
It'll be like that nightmare you had.
I know. This one is like a pastel with a horse in the back, and it's a beautiful pastel Santa. This one has a music box too, and it works. So you're going to get your choice. We're going to start them out at 10. Yeah, we're only going to play one at a time. And these are quite large. They are 10 inches tall. So here is the pastel with the beautiful horse and the pinks. John went to go get those Parker Stafford ornaments that we had left over from last year. So we'll have those coming up. Then this one is the little woodsy Santa. And this one has a little kitty. So we have $10 bid. I'll go ahead and put the music on. They're really detailed well. Probably 90s, I don't know. They all are music boxes. This one is the Woodland Santa. And he's got the pine cones all around. Little bear looking up at him. And then this one has a little kitty. He's a more traditional Santa. And they're all about the same height, and they're all music boxes. Barbrickle is in at 14. They look very nice together, actually. And they're all around 11.5 inches. We have 20 with Susan Lee. So you're going to get a treat. Actually, the ornaments he's bringing, they weren't really left. I think I got too many of them last year, and I didn't realize it until after Christmas. So it's going to be a treat. And 22 with Barbrickle. Of course, Parker Stafford is our in-house glass blower from Virginia. He was just on a couple weeks ago. 22 with Barb Rickle, and here goes the timer. We'll put that up here. And here we go. 22 with Barb Rickle. Okay, 30 seconds. Should be the choice of woodland here, traditional here, or pastel here. Okay, we have 22 with Barb Rickle, and 30 seconds left. Good luck. Boy, with all the snow that's coming down, I'm still a little warm. How are you doing today?
Oh, it feels nice and cool in here because we have air conditioning, and so I feel artificially cold. It's great. When
Did
I'm
you
in
have a sale
Florida,
this weekend?
what's that?
Did you have a sale this weekend?
No, actually, our show was last weekend, and this weekend, yeah, just taking it easy and preparing for this. That was enough.
All right. And it's sold to Miss K. Okay, great, Miss K. You are the winner, so you can take as many as you want, and Cheryl Kemp is the backup. So let us know, Miss K. And great, because you have a couple items I wanted to add to your box. So that's awesome.
Ooh,
103 right.
Wow.
I do not like that. We've lost power 3 times this month.
Ooh.
Yeah, luckily the last time we lost it, it was quite cool. It was okay, but I can't imagine people that don't have air conditioner. The cat, okay, you're taking the traditional, okay. And our backup bidder, I can't remember. Cheryl Kemp. 436, Miss K. Santa traditional. 26. Okay, gotcha, Miss K. Pastel, Cheryl Kemp, and we have woodland left if anybody would like that. Thank you, Cheryl. Cheryl gets 437, the pastel Santa. 26, and anybody want that last one, the woodland Santa? You're welcome, Miss K. Okay, the woodland Santa is up for grabs if anybody wants it. It's a music box. Little tinny sound, but it's okay. It just needs to be played a little bit. This is the woodland one with the bear. If you want it, just say woodland, and you can have it for the same great price. Okay.
And of course, they sound better when you have them on a table. You'll get a lot more resonance. They were meant to muffle a little. So
yeah,
you were talking about your mom being obsessed with the little drummer boy. And the song I've come to really love from Christmas, for strange reasons, is Jingle Bells, because Jingle Bells is actually essentially about a bunch of people having a rather dangerous, reckless horse race with sleighs behind them. It'd basically be like if you wrote a Christmas carol about NASCAR now or something. So I get a big kick out of it. Every time I listen to the words and think what it actually means, it makes me smirk. Okay. I think we'll go ahead. Oh, no, you know what? We'll do this next after this. But first, someone out there early on asked about Lefton, and I said I had Lefton, and I do. And I think it's time that we should probably put these up. So let's do these instead. These are Lefton candle holders, and we're going to start them at $10, and it is for the pair because they are a pair. So $10 for the pair for the Lefton candle holders. These are just so cute. They're in great condition. They've got great faces. The hand painting's really good. Lefton really upped their game. When they first started out, they were kind of sloppy and a little cheap. And then as time went on, by the 60s, they really made a good product. This has the Japanese label. These are going to be from the late 60s or maybe right around 1970. And there's the barrel. And you can always tell the quality because they painted all the way around the back. Even the part that you don't see has some decoration because they figured, you know, with Christmas, you don't know how people are decorating. These could sit in the middle of the table, so you don't want somebody looking at a plain side. So let me down to where our comments are here. So it
We
looks
have
like, oops, sorry, we've got Stephanie at 15.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought I highlighted that.
You
I'm
did
sorry.
highlight it. I wasn't paying attention and I hit it again. That was my fault. So yeah, I just think they're adorable. I really like her headband, especially the gold star. I thought that was really neat. And nobody took Windex to these or anything foolish to wear the gold off, so they're really in great shape. I would like to say that the little boy is angelic and looks like I did as a child, but I don't think I was really angelic. So I don't think I can pass that off.
We have 30 with Anita from Copper.
Very cool. Yeah, these are really good. And they both have the Lefton sticker, actually, which I always thought was interesting when they were selling pairs that they both got a sticker, but there they are.
Let me take a chance tonight to ask everybody who hasn't subscribed to George's channel, make sure you go over and do that. He's got several channels and always an interesting show, the Antique Nomad Live or the Antique Nomad. And if you are a nomad and watching us tonight for the first time, please subscribe to our channel, Rosie's Auction House. We'd love to have you. Love to have you as a little rosebud. We call ourselves Rosie and the Rosebuds. Okay, Stephanie is at 33. You ready for the timer?
Sure.
Okay.
And yes, you're right, Vampy Vintage. Definitely cuteness overload. Yeah, if you're not into cute, Christmas probably isn't your thing to collect. Because Christmas is definitely about cute and sweet. And, you know, it's great. We should be cute and sweet all the time. So this is a good reminder, even in the middle of July.
And Stephanie's at 33. Scott, nice to see you tonight. You're a little slow there. Gonna have to go a little quicker. I didn't know you were into kitschy stuff, Scott. Scott is our expert carnival glass guy. Vintage,
oh, cool.
Vintage glass, yes. 35 with copper. Okay, Dolores, you can have the Woodland Santa. Thank you, sweetie. Here we go.
Okay, who will end up with these? We're about to find out. And Stephanie at $37, you are the high bidder. And thank you very much. I know I have something else for you here. And please, if we haven't done business in the last month or so, please do send me an email because that'll trigger me to do your invoice. I'll start getting these things packed and figured out. Hopefully we can get them out right away on Monday.
Okay. Okay, just between you and me, it's very difficult for men to find things, especially when you tell them exactly where they are. So the ornaments are not here yet. So we're going to try something else. John, behind the wood stove on the little thing in the dining room, little table in the dining room, you'll find them. Open the box. They're there. Okay, everybody can relate. Yeah, I think so. Okay. This is a very special Christmas tree. It is a slag Christmas tree. I've told you guys before about our collector in Akron who was very eccentric, and he collected 3 of everything that was extremely hard to find or rare or that he thought would increase in value. Now, this Christmas tree is green slag. And I need to start this at $75. So if we have a $75 start, I'll put it up. It's the largest Christmas tree. And I'm going to put it over here on a different camera. You might be able to see the color. Yeah, you're going to see the color a little bit better there. It doesn't look so washed out. And I need $75 to start this one. We had 3 of these. We put one in the teak stock sale. We had them in all different colors or all different sizes. And I think I've only got, I think there's maybe one more of these left that I have. A very limited production piece in green slag. Look at the inside. And it is the tallest Fenton Christmas tree. And if I have 75, okay, we do have 75. Okay. And here we go. I think you can see the color over there a little bit better. Beautiful. I mean, beautiful. No advertising on this either. Take advantage of that. Well, it's about 8 inches tall. It is gorgeous. Uh-oh, he's coming back. I hope he didn't hear me. We'll see. Oh, I don't know how to say your first name. Ronad? You're here. That's all you need to do, and we can see you. We can see you, man. 76 with Jenny. 80 with Cheryl Kemp. If you are Neil, you'll have to email us afterwards so that we know how to get a hold of you. Hide. We'll see. Cheryl is in at 80. And we will do a 83 with Jenny. Let me just kind of look and see where our bidding is at. Okay. I'll give you just another few seconds, and then we'll put the timer on. Jenny is in at 83. Here he comes. The color is beautiful. You're right, Kitschy. Very hard to find these in the green slag. And these kind of are a natural color for the Christmas trees. 85 with Cheryl Kemp. And this is the tallest Christmas tree. Fenton, of course, made these in 3 different sizes, this being the taller. And I'm going to go ahead and put the timer on. Hey, John, I told him you'd find it. I told him you'd find it.
You can see the moon.
The moon's huge tonight, isn't it?
It's just as orange as can be.
Uh-huh.
So I saw one thing that
85 with Cheryl Kemp.
I didn't know.
86 with Jenny Sullivan.
I actually realized where this came from after I got it.
Oh.
I know.
I can show everybody my beautiful gift. Yeah. 86 with Jenny Sullivan. We have 7 seconds left. 90 with Cheryl Kemp. I had total confidence in your ability to hunt those out and find them. Thank you, John. Okay.
Yeah, you should show that. That's pretty. I was looking at that. That's really cool.
I will. I want to show you something that just warmed my heart this week, but we'll see who the winner is. We need to write sold down there. There we go. Cheryl Kemp, $90. Okay. John brought something over and I want to share it with you really quickly while I write that down. So this totally made my day. I got a gift from Annette Ellis. Now, she doesn't buy very much, but she watches us all the time. And she sent me a beautiful card and this lovely angel. She told me, it's okay if you want to sell it. I understand. And I'm like, you have got to be kidding me. Isn't she beautiful? I want to thank Annette if she's watching. She usually is watching. And I will treasure her. I will really treasure her. She's beautiful. I love bunnies too. Thank you, Cheryl. Okay. One of the greatest trees ever made. Okay.
Yes.
Awesome. She is gorgeous. Thank you so much. And that was, we see you, Stephen Dunn. Yes. You must be on my Facebook page, my profile page. Thank you, Cheryl. You got that one for $90. Okay.
All righty. Okay, now I'm going to bring up the ceramic tree and we'll take a look at this together here. I will do it in phases. Let me set this down first. It is an older one, not ancient, but certainly vintage. This one was made in 1992, which is about the time people stopped making these, actually, when they were home craft things. So it's late for vintage, but it's vintage. It does work just fine. Clicks on and off. I don't have it plugged in, but I like that it had the holly base. And then this is the tree itself. There is one teeny little red capper that needs to be put back on, which I will do, but I did not want to do it before the broadcast because it was loose and I didn't want to have it fall off loose and then roll around or something on the floor where I couldn't find it. Other than that, they all seem to be there, so it seems to be complete. I don't see any chips or cracks, and the overall size. Oh, and by the way, I should tell you, we're starting it at only $10. So get your bids in because it's starting at a very low price. This one on the base is, boy, I need a better tape measure, 14 inches tall. So it's kind of a nice one if you say you're still working and you're in an office and you want something to set up that's easy and fun, or you have a small space, or just a side table that is bare at Christmas and you want to put something on it. Well, there you go. This is the thing that you can do. And I thought this one was very nice and well done. I personally am a fan of the ones with multiple colored lights because that's how Christmas lights usually are in my world. I know some people do all white, but I am all big into the color, like a lot of the mid-century folks seem to be these days. So anyway, I think it's a neat one, and I'm just so tickled that people like these again. I remember when I first started doing estate sales, which was about the time these stopped being made, people were just throwing them into boxes. They get shipped and then they threw them in the garbage. And I think that's why so many people want them now, because I think a lot of these, it was just sort of seen as, oh, that was a fad and we don't do that anymore, which is so strange because usually people really value their Christmas stuff. But now people are understanding the wonderment of these. And we've got Susan P at $33 and a bunch of you interested. So I guess that shows that it's true. I would have kept this, but I found a 2-foot aluminum tree, and I am a big fan of the aluminum trees with the color wheel, so I decided to let this go. I had it as a prop actually last Christmas when I was doing live sales. So if you saw it then, well, now it's here available. So, okay, we're at $35. A couple of you folks at $35. If you want to run timer on this, if you think it's time, that's fine. And we can let people get their last bids in. Dolores is at 40. Hi, Dolores.
Well, someone did not hear the size of it.
Oh, I'm sorry. Let me repeat that. I missed that in the comments. It is 14 inches, including the base.
Okay.
So a little over a foot.
So let me go ahead and get the timer in.
Okay.
So I think tomorrow we're going to have another sale on Rosie's, a vintage sale, just regular vintage. George, if you want up for it, you can do it. But I will be on at 8 o'clock. Huh?
8 o'clock p.m.
tomorrow. Yep. General vintage. Yeah, you're welcome to just pop in. If you've got some stuff, just pop in. That's how we do it at Rosie's.
Well, thank you. I love it. You're just such a great group.
Gina is in at 50. And we have 15 seconds left.
I've only
Susan, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, that's okay.
I was going to say, Susan P., I saw you out there, and I'm having trouble finding you for Parker's sale last weekend. Could you send me an email? I could not find you. Okay, Lisa is in at 53, 55.
Yep.
And here's the sold. Here we go.
Pauline. Well, awesome. Pauline, that's wonderful. I'm glad to get this to you. And I think I've got your information still. But if you get a chance, send me an email. I'll make sure you get it.
Okay. That's great, Susan. I couldn't find you for some reason. I don't know. It's probably me. All right. So like I said, these ornaments, I got these when I visited Parker last fall. And I must have bought some just for myself and had them. I don't know. But they were in my dining room. That's what John went to go get. So these are Parker Staffords. And you all know Parker. He's quite a character. We just had him on last weekend. Parker has signed these. You'll have to look really closely. We're going to start these at 20. And here is Parker Stafford on here. And here is Parker on here. So you're going to get choice of the ornaments. He hand blows these in the mountains of Virginia. And he's been asked. Now I can't remember if he's a finalist. He's going to have some ornaments in the Capitol, the state Capitol. So he's quite an accomplished artist. And of course, we all know Parker. So each one's going to come in its own box with his information in there. And he started in Culpeper, Virginia, and now he's in Newport, Virginia. A little tiny bird, but we all love Parker, and he is up. He's as old as George and I. He's up and coming in popularity, though. He's really, really busy right now with all the internet stuff. So we have $30 for choice, and here is the music. We'll put that up there. So this is kind of a special thing. John went over to get them. And of course, Trudy is painting a lot of Parker's items. We have collab pieces this season coming up, and we're all excited about that. And that's what is so fun about traveling, isn't it, George? It's the people you come across and people you meet. And we met Parker probably November last year, 32 with Lynn. Parker was on last weekend and he had no heat or no air conditioning. But you know those glass blowers, George, they're used to this.
Oh, I don't know how they do it. It's so hot in a glass studio.
Both of these are signed. They're beautiful hand-blown ornaments. We all know Parker. 32, I'm going to go ahead and run the timer as the music winds down here. Hi, Dora. Nice to see you tonight. You're in at 33. Dora is a Michigander. And 33 is Bid. Cheryl, she beat you. Bidder's going to get choice.
Great colors.
Yeah, he is awesome. He is just awesome. 34 with Lynn. And the timer will run down here very shortly with 15 seconds left. I have a box, and you'll get a card with his information on it. And, of course, a few of his famous peanuts. We all love these. Okay. His glass is just beautiful. Yes. I do want to make another trip to see Parker this fall. We've already talked about it. I might go to his Pumpkin Fest. He's going to move the date so that maybe I can come. So I'm excited about that. All right. It looks like our high bid and winner is Cheryl Kemp at 35. Tons of peanuts, I know. 35 followed by Lynn. So, yeah, Cheryl, let me know which one you want, the darker one or the lighter one. Of course, they're all one of a kind. And then, Lynn, you're the backup. Nice to see you tonight, Tank. Okay, Cheryl's going to take the darker one. Those pumpkins are gorgeous. Yeah, Trudy painted her whimsy Halloween on the one, and it's gorgeous. I already saw it. So this is for a backup bidder if Tank wants it. If not, it's up for grabs. This is the lighter green. And Cheryl gets the darker one. Thanks, Cheryl. It's $4.40. And thank you, John, for going and getting that for me. We knew you could do it.
Yes, men can do anything.
Yeah. You have to admit, you guys have trouble finding things. I mean, you just have to admit.
Are you just saying that because we won't ask directions?
You won't ask directions, but you can't find things. I swear to God, we can tell you exactly where to go. You'll look right at it, and you can't find it. All right. So this one's up for grabs, and the price is $35. If anybody wants this one, it is beautiful. It might be looking a little washed out because of the lighting right here, but it's beautiful. If anybody wants these, just say Parker, and you can get the other one. And the price is $35. Okay. Don't you agree, ladies? I mean, come on. Is there anybody that has a man out there that it can find things better than you can? I don't think there is, but that's me. Okay. If you want that ornament, just say Parker, and you can have that for $35. That last one. All right.
As my father would have said to my mom, that's because you hide everything.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Well, I have one last really cool piece. I have some other things that are fun if we have time, but I know we've been going a while, but I have one thing I really want to show before we go, and it's this, because it's the only blow mold I have and the only one I have for sale, and it's in its original box from around sometime in the late 50s or early 60s, and it is the Paramount Snowman, and we are going to start this at just $10. I did try it out. It does work. You notice he's got a little bit of a bump in his face. It has a back on it that can be removed. I didn't have a small enough screwdriver, and you could pop that out where it should be. So he's just so much fun. I don't know if he's supposed to be Frosty or somebody else, but he has a gift in his hands, and it is indoors and outdoors. And since he's a snowman, he's hopelessly lost and doesn't know where to go. So you should bring him to your house so that you can make sure he knows where to find things. I'm never going to let that go, am I? Anyway,
Nope.
I just thought it was really fun. It lights up. It is, well, as you see, it, is the 50s, so every product had to have some sort of a made-up name. So it's made of sturdy vinylite. Ever heard of vinylite? I'm sure it's fantastic. But it has the cord and it has the lamp, and I just thought it was really cool. I was so happy to find something like this with the box. Usually when you do see them, they're kind of out by their own and maybe in questionable condition. It says it's indoors and outdoors. You certainly could use it outdoors, but I would probably put it under an eave or something if it were me, just because you want to protect it. But I thought he was cool.
All right, we have 26 with Deb Finds. Hi,
And
Andrew. Nice to see you.
And the secret is that inside of that box are all sorts of maps that he's never going to look at.
Well, George, there has not been one person in support of you that says we can find everything. Not one person out of 150 people.
Well, I notice even the guys aren't piping up and saying anything, so I think we know who we are.
Okay, 36 with Scott. You just let me know when you want to wind it down.
Okay, well, I'll leave that to you, actually, because I know we've got a few people in, but this would be, we can go ahead and start the timer anytime.
Okay, here we go.
If I seem like I'm staring down a lot, it's because I'm trying to make sure that he's in focus and not glaring because of all this light in here.
Oh, Scott says, whoa, I can find stuff.
Scott is my new best friend.
And here we go. Nice to see you, Scott. Always a pleasure. We have 15. Go ahead.
I couldn't find my wallet or keys this morning, by the way, so I'm not really supporting this too much.
All right, here we go. We got some Action Jackson right at the end. Get in there.
It's the last countdown. Let's see who ends up with it. Sold. Everybody put the same amount in at once, but we are
Scott Watson, 43.
Very good. Well, that's great. Well, now I need to know how to find you, Scott. So please email me, and I will just need your address and PayPal information, and we will get this invoiced and out to you.
He can find stuff and he can bid and win. Okay, we're going to run some snowmen again, and I got some snow women in this bunch. So I'll show you these. Again, they may be a little dirty, and this one has a sticker on the bottom, and I'm going to lift it up. This one says Jackson. Okay, so this one is Jackson. Beautiful colors, really, blue and purple. Kind of cool Christmas colors. She is a snow woman with the original Fenton sticker and price tag. Then we have this like traditional snow woman. We're going to start these out. What do we start the other ones out? I can't remember. $30. We'll sell at least one. This one is in your traditional green and reds, and she is a snow woman, and she is a Kay Anderson, which makes me wonder who Kay Anderson is, because we know Dan and we know Vicky. This one, I'm taking the sticker off. I'm finding it's more important to see who painted it than to leave that on there. And I don't know who that artist is. Kay somebody. But this one, it says Let It Snow. And he's pretty darn cute. He's got frit along the base of his jacket. Let It Snow. I'll put them on the other camera here so you can watch them. And we'll sell at least one. And here we go. You're picky about what you want. All right. So we're going to start these at $30. And Cheryl Kemp is going to start us out. And we will do Enjoy It. Deck the halls just a few more times. La 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 la. Here we go. Let it snow, let it snow. Andrew Snow. He's in at 40. Traditional woman. Holly and berries. I had a go-getter one, but I'm not sure if we're going to have time for it tonight. I might leave it for our Trudy Merry Mondays in November. I think I got them all. Let It Snow, Traditional Snow Woman, and blue and purple. Something looks weird about the nose on that one, so I'm going to check it out. I don't want to sell you something that's got something wrong with it. Okay, we have 45 with Marcy. Marcy's in at 45. Come on, at this, I'm only going to sell one at this price. Just letting you know. 50 with Andrew Snow. And we're going to go ahead and put the timer on. I'll show you one more time what we've got. We've got the Snow Woman, and she has got a beautiful cape, a little bag, lots of beautiful little berries on her garland. Then we have this one, which is kind of a non-traditional snow woman in the blue and the purple. And then our gentleman says, Let It Snow. And he has frit mittens and frit fur on his coat. And he looks like he's quite cold. Yeah. All right, here we go. We have 50 with Andrew Snow. We were talking about you two today. Well, what could you possibly have been saying, Stephen Dunn?
Mm-hmm.
All right, here we go. $55, Marcy. You'll get your choice. Thank you, everybody, for stopping in. I see we still are over 100, 114 or 15 in-house. Please like and subscribe to our channels and give us a thumbs up if you got a few minutes. We'd appreciate it. $55 is bid. Marcy C. 20 seconds left. Get your bids in there. There may only be one. 10 seconds left. Okay, here we go. And let's go ahead and sell it. Okay, 57. Debbie Looney. Oh, okay. That's borderline, but I'll let him go. So Debbie, take as many as you want. And of course, I'll take care of Andrew too. And oh, Marcy first. So Debbie, let me know. You guys are so great coming out tonight. Let It Snow. Okay. Thank you, Debbie.
That brings us to Marcy as the first backup, if I'm reading that right. So Marcy, let us know if you're interested in one of the other two.
You're welcome. You're welcome, Looney. I don't think I'm going to pass them, but I will take care of our bidders. So Green hat goes to Marcy. And Andrew, if you want the other one, you can have it. Otherwise, I'll put that back. Thanks, Mars. Marcy gets 442. Okay. All right. Okay, what you got, George?
Well, what do we have time for? You got one or two more in you? I know it's getting late your time.
Oh, it doesn't bother me.
Okay. Well, I've got at least one more in me, and I think I'll run these because we had fun with these before, and these are a little different. So if you missed out on the first round, I have 3 more of those cute little pine cone men. The difference between these and the other ones is that the first ones were made in Japan and the second ones were made in West Germany about the same time. So they have the West German mark on the bottom. And we have one, we're going to start these at, oh heck, let's just start them at $5 choice. And we've got a blue pipe cleaner hand one, a green pipe cleaner hand one, and then the red one, who's got some sort of a staff and I think a package at his hand. We'll show you these individually. So they're $5 choice. I just think, again, they're so clever. It's interesting to me that the German companies and the Japanese companies did these about the same time back in the 50s. And you notice on the German ones, the faces are a little different. They're still molded, but they're more of a pinky color. A little more Germanic looking, I suppose. The German ones also are not ones that hang as ornaments. They just sit flat on the table. So here's the guy with the green pipe cleaner hands and those really beautiful blue eyes. And this one is all blue, except for his yellow.
I love the blue. I love him.
I really do too. I mean, there's just something, and so many different shades of blue, and then the eyes really come out because of the blue. Yeah, I think he's just really sweet.
And he's not just Christmas. I mean, he's winter. You know what I mean? You can put him on.
Right. That is one thing. Exactly. Some people like to, I mean, I know someone who has their Christmas stuff up. They have a whole room of it all year long, but some people like to carry these things through the winter and they don't necessarily want red and green. So that is a nice choice. And then here is the third one, the red one. And he's got a staff to get him through the snow, and he is carrying some sort of a package in his hand. So that is the choice.
We have $12 with Pooh, 13
and
with Sue.
These all have sort of a glittery base. So if you're not a fan of glitter, they might not be for you. Zeno does not like glitter. Glitter and sand are two things he just... So it's funny, every time I get something like this, I'm like, look, glitter. And he's like, oh.
16 with Susan Lee. She was first.
I personally think that still creepy after all these years. It's funny. Some people do find them that way, and some people think they're really cute. I'm on the cute side, but I get it. You know, I saw Krampus. I saw that Christmas movie. The snow dome turned out to be very scary.
All right, Pooh's in at 18. We're going to go ahead and count it down here. Get your bids in. Dawn's at 20. I'm going to do a snow baby lot. I just got to.
Cool. Yes, you promised us snow babies. Got to see that.
I did. 22, elderly Pooh. Creepily cute. 23, Susan Lee. Down with the glitter. He feels about glitter like I feel about pecking peanuts. 25, Pooh. And here we go. Boy, that went fast.
Yes. This is good core muscle exercise.
You can't find my channel, Rosie's Auction House on YouTube, Barbara. We see you, but you can find it.
Okay.
Rosie's Auction House. sweetie. Okay, so our winner is Elderly Poodle. $25 is the high bid. Our backup will be Susan Lee.
Yes, and you can just say red, blue, or green. Probably the easiest way. You love the blue. Okay, well, we'll put the blue aside. I love the blue too. Let me make a note of that.
Okay, Pooh takes the blue. And Susan Lee, let us know. I'm going to put George's email up here for you if you missed it tonight. Okay, Barbara. You have any trouble, you just PM me and I'll send you the link after the sale. So Elderly Pooh takes the blue. Susan Lee is going to pass. So we have the 2 left if anybody would like those.
Yep,
Price
you can
is
just...
25. Yep.
Yes. Yes, and you can just let us know in the chat because I want to see snow babies.
Okay, so we have the red one if you want it. And what color was the other one?
Oh, Dawn says she'll take the green, so that one's gone. So it's just the red. The red is who is left.
Okay, the red one's left if you want it. Corey, nice to see you. If you make it to Teak Stock, you're going to bring a bunch of snow babies. Well, maybe we should see what they're going to bring, but I think they're awful cute. So here is, now I got some big ones here. Very interesting and cute. They are, we'll go ahead and start these at $5 and I'll sell at least one of them. And this is choice. So here they are decorating the igloo. If you look inside, you'll see the tree. They're putting ornaments on the tree and the star on the igloo. The penguin, she is looking in there and she is watching what's going on. I think you can put a light in these if you want to. There is a place in the back where it keeps it cool. So you could put a light in here. They're so cute, I know. But we'll start them out at $5 and see where they go. I get them occasionally. But these are special ones. Both of these are, you know what? I'm going to put all 4 up for choice. How could you do that, Rosie? Let me grab them. So we're going to give you a choice. You got the igloo, the decorating the igloo. And then you have the polar bears coming out of the igloo. And they're really cute. Those are the polar bears. $5 to start. If you like snowmen, you have the snowman getting a hug and just eating it up. And finally, we have the snow baby, and she's delivering her wheelbarrow full of stars. Okay, Tammy. So $5 choice. The big one says department. Says, I'll be home for Christmas 2001. I'm seeing if there's an agent on the other one. Any interest in those for $5? Again, what a sweet little Christmas gift for practically nothing. Okay, here we go, $10. I'm going to go ahead and do the timer here pretty quickly. So I'm going to show you one more time, and then we'll do the timer. So, George, are you going to have another item?
I could do one more, and then I'm afraid I'm going to have to go to dinner because I'm being told it's ready.
It's up to you. And so here we go with the polar bears. This is my last item. So we'll do choice. Everybody's saying goodnight. Remember, I think I'm going to come on with the primetime sale tomorrow night. So don't forget, 8 o'clock tomorrow. Okay, here we go. We have $12 with Cheryl Kemp, and we're going to go ahead and put the timer on. So let's see where it is. And there we are. Okay. So it's going to go quick. We have the big igloo, the polar bear igloo, the stars, she's taking her stars, or the snowman. $13 is our high bid with Susan Lee. $15 with Cheryl Kemp. This is for choice. And we have just 20 seconds left.
And then Christmas is over.
I know. It won't be long. We're a month and a few weeks to take stock.
Yes.
Don't even tell me that.
I know it's so soon, but I'm really excited.
You're going to have to sell more this time. I haven't talked to you about that. But
Yeah.
you were such a hit with your auctioning skills. I know all the miles you've traveled, you've practiced diligently, haven't you?
Well, I've practiced a little because Lena Ray keeps reminding me to count telephone poles. And I'm like, oh, yeah, that's right. That's right.
Cheryl Kemp at 15, followed by Susan Lee. So, Cheryl, let me know which ones you'd like. Christmas is never over. Do another Christmas auction.
Well, that's true in our business because it's always like unwrapping a present every time you go to an estate or get a big box of stuff. It's like Christmas all the time.
Decorating igloo and the Star Wagon. Okay. So Susan Lee, we have igloo polar bears and we have snowman hug. If you want one of those. Thank you, Cheryl. We're going to take two of them, 443 and 444. And I think that price was okay. Okay, so those are up for grabs if you want the other two, and the price is 15. I'll show you one more time before we move on. These are the two that we have left.
Don will take the snowman.
Okay, Dawn takes the snowman, and this is the one we have left with the polar bears. Thanks, Dawn. Okay. Price is 15 on the last one. If you want it, just claim it. Just say polar bears, and it can be yours. Okay, George, what you got to end us off tonight?
Well, boy, I'll tell you what. I'm going to do something that's not terribly old or terribly expensive, but they're really fun and cool, and I just want to show them if nothing else, and I think someone out there will like them. I have choice on these. These are Kurt Adler, and I actually think Kurt Adler is going to be a thing, but I just love these because they are ornaments, but they look like Saturn. And I got them from a friend of mine who is a huge Art Deco collector, and he's got Frank art and new art and Chase and all the really important Art Deco stuff, and he does his tree in these. And he's moved to a smaller apartment, so he got a smaller tree. So he said, well, I'll let you have 2 of them off of my tree because I need the other dozen. But he said I could take 2 of these and show you and sell. We're just going to start them at $5 each. They do have the boxes with them, as you see here. And so they will come nicely in the boxes to protect them because they are glass. And then they have this really cool glitter ring around them. And I just think I could have a whole tree of these, especially because I do the aluminum trees with the color wheel. I could just see the colors bouncing off of that ring. I just think they're so fantastic. So.
Oh, yes.
And more glitter. I like glitter. So.
I do too.
Yeah. Or maybe you could wear them as earrings.
Yeah. All right. We have $10 to Pete.
Yes.
So cool.
I thought they were really fun. It was just something different. I have not run into these. I'm not even sure where he got them. They obviously must have sold them somewhere, but I never have ever seen these before. And those would be some on the aluminum trees. I agree. I have these metal icicles they made in the 1940s that I put on my aluminum tree because they say you're not supposed to put lights on them, and you don't need them anyway because you have a color wheel, right?
Yeah. Yep.
So it's going to be a choice of.
Well, we have 20 for choice.
20 for choice.
You ready to go?
I'm ready when you are.
Okay.
Yes. I smell delicious things coming from the other room. It's a lot earlier here. It's interesting being out west. I'm used to doing this with you when we're close to the same time zone, and here it's like bedtime for you and dinner time for us.
Yes. Okay, here we go. And this is our last item for the day. Remember, I think tomorrow I'm going to come on prime time with General Vintage. And I hope you can make it. And George, like I said, you're welcome. Anybody wants to join me tomorrow, just let me know.
Cool.
We can just hop on. Okay, here we go. 5 seconds left. Pete's at 20. And we are going to go ahead and we're going to sell it. Let's see who gets it. I think it's going to, ooh, Pete's assuring his bid, $25. Which one, Pete, or both?
I'm going to put them back in the box now, very gingerly.
The green or the red, or both? Those are so super cool.
They are
Both.
really cool.
They have
Both.
6 aluminum trees. Cool.
Oh, that's great. They're going to be awesome on there. Well, thank you very much. I will put those aside for you. Well, my goodness, Christmas in July is a lot more fun than I thought it might be.
Me too.
Yes, I'm so glad.
When is Teak Stock again? Teak Stock is going to be the 13th, the 14th, and the 15th. So the sale will start on the 13th. The auction is on the 14th, and the appraisal fair will be the 15th. So there is actually a week in between Labor Day and the sale. So that's going to be awesome. It's going to be awesome.
Yes, it sure will. I'm really excited about it.
Yes.
It was so much fun last time, and great people, great time. I always sell a bunch of really fun stuff. I always buy a bunch of really fun stuff. It's such a great meeting of a bunch of people with the same interests. So can't wait. Yeah. And if you can get there, all of you out there, join us.
Yes, it's just a relaxing time for everybody. If you want to come camp, camping is free. It should be a great time of the year. The weather should be nice, and we'd really love to have you. It's just such a fun thing to do and just kind of get away from things. Come out to the farm and have a great time. Okay. Thank you, everybody, for coming. We had a great time tonight.
Yes, thank you all.
Okay, if you need anything, just let me know. If you need an email or anything, we posted it, but you can contact either one of us for that. And thanks, Gail. Nice to see you. We'll see you very soon, okay? Good night, all.
Good night.
Thank you.